Top of the morning, top of the evening, top of the night, whatever time zone you are on, we're going to continue looking at the Kenneka Jenkins case. Let's go. Let's get started.
If you have submitted your formal complaint to the Attorney General in the state of Illinois, leave a Y in the comment section for yes, or leave a thumbs up. If you have submitted your formal complaint to the Attorney General in the state of Illinois, leave a Y in the comment section for yes, or leave a thumbs up. In the link below are senators from the state of Illinois. Now it's time to write formal complaints to the senators. And in the formal complaints that we write to the senators, we're going to let the senators know that we've already written formal complaints to the Attorney General. Now, it's time to move to the next phase as we work towards justice for Kenneka Jenkins. We are working towards some form of justice for Kenneka Jenkins, and we need everybody who's sitting in a seat to be held accountable for sitting in that seat, sitting by and doing nothing according to my knowledge. Maybe they did do something. Maybe they forgot. Let's remind them.
Disclaimer: in accordance to the Copyright Act of the United States of America, Sections 106, 106A, 107, and the others, fair use. I have a right to use the videos, pictures, materials, and the like, etc. 4. Criticisms, comments, new reportings, teachings, scholarships, and research. This information is now a matter of public records in accordance to the United States of America Freedom of Information Act. As we continue to look at the Kenneka Jenkins case, we know the Crown Plaza had a duty to preserve all relevant information pertaining to the incident that occurred on their property involving Kenneka Jenkins. We know that the police department did not send a specialized forensic team in to electronically retrieve the data, nor did they go in themselves to retrieve the data. Instead, they let the hotel general manager turn over vital evidence to them. The police department cannot speak to the authenticity or the integrity of the data that came from the hotel. Then they came out and spun a false narrative. I said they spun a story. The sequential integrity of the images must be maintained at the normal video speed that it was captured at. Abnormalities occur when abrupt scene change and when you see repeated frames. Those are abnormalities to let you know video has been edited, modified, altered. If everything does not look consistent, that's another red flag. The angle of a shadow through the video is a big indication that something may have changed within the video footage, that it's been altered, modified, or deleted. All of those are red flags. Before I show you this video footage, I would like you to keep in mind I did not electronically retrieve the data from Crown Plaza Hotel myself. This edited footage was handed over to the Rosemont Police Department on external hard drives and thumb drives. Also, there is no bit-by-bit copy from the IP surveillance system hard drive. There has been no hash value verification of this data via write blocking. I am clearing up images, and what I'm doing is deblurring, sharpening, and deblocking. That feature is turned all the way up, so if something is hidden, it can be revealed. And what I've noticed is the impressions of a footprint right next to her body. The clearer you are able to see the images, the more things you can see and begin to point out. The tool that I'm using is one of the most commonly used forensic tools for the court of law. as I told you in previous videos before, I listed a host of tools that could be utilized. Some that are open source, some that are paid tools, some that are free tools, and then there's also some tools I utilize that you can't get your hands on unless you are actually in the field of forensics, because they have to verify, unless you just know somebody who got it and they can, so on and so forth. So this is what we're doing, clearing up images now. And as I mentioned, I was able to see what looks like an impression of a footprint right next to her body, and it is not hers because it's larger than hers. It may appear to be like dirt. However, the way it forms, the way it's formulated, looks like the indentation of a shoe. No dirt formulates like that on the ground. That's why I say it's the impression of a footprint. To pick up on the impression of the footprints, you have to view the video footage at different angles: 90-degree angles, 45-degree angles, acute angles, 180-degree angles, different angles. You have to flip the image and view it at different angles in order to see the impressions of the footprints. You also need to make sure you de-blur just a little, probably about 50% or less of de-blurring. The main thing is moving the objects, moving any objects that are in the way. So you're unblocking objects. Turn that all the way up if you are able to get a hold to a forensic tool, any type of forensic tool. Make sure the unblocking of objects is turned all the way up, and sharpen it. And once you do those things, you should be good to go. Rotate it so you can view it at different angles. We are going to conclude right here. You all have a pleasant evening and a pleasant night. Bye-bye.